For the EuroHockey Club trophy, and you arrive just at the point where a penalty corner has been conceded by Victorya Smolevichi, the Belarusian side. So if you're unfamiliar with the penalty corner routine, there's an injection from the back line, usually a stop, and then the player has to shoot below the backboards unless it's a controlled lift. Here we go. Great save by the Belarusian keeper. And Belarus come away with the ball. So CSP Izmaylovo on the ball. Bit of a weak pass there, picked up by the Smolevichi, Victorya Smolevichi forward. And that's a free hit just outside the dotted area. Free hits have to be taken 5 metres, that's where the dots are, the dashes, outside the circle. She's going in. Great reverse stick shot and pushed away by the Russian goalkeeper. So end-to-end so far. Izmaylovo on the attack, down this right-hand side. Into the D, a stop and a goal. A goal scored for Izmaylovo by their number 9. Number 9 for Izmaylovo is Irina Kuzmina. So 1-0 to Izmaylovo.
Rosemary, we need the box with the router. Okay.
Strong stuff in midfield there. And the free hit goes Victorya Smolevichi's way, and they're attacking down the right-hand side now. And away by Izmaylovo. And they're building down the right.
It's all right, don't worry, they've got that one. Come back.
And the Belarusian side bring it out of defence down their right-hand side. Well fielded by the Russian defender. Lovely ball out to the right wing. And good defence by Victorya Smolevichi to prevent the ball going across for a second goal for Izmaylovo. Ball comes in, looked a bit high to me, but it's being allowed to continue. And Izmaylovo building. Yeah, they're into the D. Shot coming. Oh, the umpire thought about giving a penalty corner there. That allowed play to go on. And it's a long corner now to Izmaylovo. Oh, she's changed her mind. With help from the other umpire. Umpires always work together pretty well in hockey. Hold on. And there's a problem for the goalkeeper. Bit of kit come adrift. It's a wave to the technical delegate to restart the clock. Away we go again. A bit of a loose pass in defence, put the right defender under pressure, so the Russian side can build down the left now. A stick tackle over there, so free hit just outside the dotted area. She carries it through. Remember, in hockey you can self-pass these days, and the number 10 for Izmaylovo, a little bit too vigorous there in the tackle. Okay, good defending there by the Izmaylovo left defender. Ooh, strong stuff there from the Victorya Smolevichi forward, and penalised for it. Izmaylovo's side do look quite competent in defence. Given the ball away, they've given the ball back, and again another stick tackle. Umpire's very sharp on stick tackles. And we build down the right now with Izmaylovo's number 6. A good lead run. Bit of clattering going on here. And Smolevichi bringing the ball away. Once again, Izmaylovo on the attack. Great ball in. That's still on the attack. And the goalkeeper makes a good stop to prevent the ball getting to a goal. So a long corner. From the long corner, everybody has to be 5 metres, and that player must travel 5 metres with the ball or move the ball 5 metres before it's allowed to go into the D. And given away again by Victorya Smolevichi there. Really hurting themselves at the moment with the way they're giving the ball away. Good protection of the ball, and it's a sideline ball to Smolevichi. And this time the sideline ball goes to Izmaylovo. Number 6 for Izmaylovo looks a strong player. Anna Gutineva. Great ball in. And they were just looking for a little deflection there from the number 19. And that's Bodana Sadova. But she just couldn't quite get a stick on the end of that. So Smolevichi looking to build, umpire giving advantage there, Smolevichi. And the Russians seem to be faster all over the pitch at the moment. That aerial didn't quite work. Smolevichi on the attack, but a wayward ball really. A lot of play going through the Izmaylovo number 8, who's Margarita Drebenkina, which looks like she's the pivot player, the playmaker for the side. Another great lead run by the Russian team, by Izmaylovo, and that's a penalty corner. As the forward, the number 10 for Izmaylovo, Shamina Ksenia, was trying to get into the D. She was being shouldered off the ball really by the Smolevichi defender. So another PC. Remember this, unless it's a controlled lift, this has to hit the backboards. The defenders put their masks on, those who wear them. Gutsy stuff defending penalty corners. If you've been watching the World Cup, you'll see that some of those penalty corners really zing in. Here we go, drag flick. Good stop by the goalkeeper. Decent drag and a good stop. I think the drag was from number 19, Bogdana Sedova. Powerfully built girl, good shoulders on her for a drag flicker. Looks like another penalty corner to me. Just outside the D. So that's going to be taken 5 metres out. Great turn. Strong defensive play there by Izmaylovo. They're going back, working the ball around at the back to pull the Smolevichi players around and tire them out. And they're on the attack again. Another great lead run and a lovely pickup. Oh, unfortunately, number 10 lost her footing there. Shamina Kasinia lost her footing. And so it's a sideline ball to Smolevichi.
You're right.
Yeah. Great pass. And that just wasn't seen by the forward then. Great opportunity. Lovely ball in from that playmaker again. Drebenkina. I think it was actually Kuzmina that missed the ball. So, pattern at the moment, Victorya Smolevichi are very much on the defensive, finding it hard to get out of defence. Aerial, picked up well. Another great lead by the number 10, Kasinia. It's a bit of a stick tackle there, but umpire's giving advantage. Goes back outside the 23. Bit of a hopeful ball there. Turned out to be a bit hopeless. And again, another hopeful ball that turns into nothing. But I suppose from a Smolevichi point of view, that just at least releases a little bit of pressure, takes the ball down to the other end, and maybe puts Izmaylovo, who've looked very comfortable so far, under a bit more pressure. Going through that playmaker again. And down the left for Izmaylovo. Strong challenge. Yeah, I thought the umpire was going to pull that up. Into the D. That number 19, Bogdana Sedova, just missing the opportunity there to put some real pressure on the Smolevichi defence, already hard pressed. And they're bringing the ball away. Trying to build down the right-hand side now. That's turned into a decent ball. But again, the Izmaylovo defence look up to it. Yeah, and they're bringing the ball away down their left-hand side. Outlet ball there up to Bodova, the striker. Sedova, I mean, Bodova. And this could be a goal. Oh, straight across the goal, just behind the support forward. And that's going to be a 16-yard hit to the defence. I shouldn't really be using 16-yard hit anymore, should I? However, old habits die hard. Another high and hopeful ball out of defence by Smolevichi. Probably, as I say, just glad to relieve a bit of the pressure. So we've had over 15 minutes here. It's 1-0 to Izmaylovo, and they look very comfortable. Probably should be more goals to the good than that. Building down the right-hand side. The youngsters who are on ball patrol are very new to this. In fact, Leicester Hockey Club are very new to this business, and we've got that great playmaker for Izmaylovo. I'm sure she's going to get a short corner out of this, yes. So short corner for Izmaylovo for the foul on the Izmaylovo Drepankina, Margarita Drepankina, who's impressed me so far. Good stop by the keeper, but it's another penalty corner. Bit of clattering of sticks as the defender tried to get that one away from Bogdana Sadova, the very powerful Izmaylovo forward. Again, another player that's impressed so far. PC. A bit of a step into the D there. I don't think the umpire saw that. Well, it's a fantastic drag flick. So Sadova there, the Russian centre forward, perhaps Izmaylovo's star player so far, with a great drag flick into the net past the goalkeeper for Smolevichi. They really have been under pressure pretty much from the get-go here. A rare attack for Smolevichi now as they try to build down the right-hand side. It's a good ball out. Ball comes across and it's missed by the striker. It's a good ball in, but the striker for Smolevichi, who's number 7 there, Anastasia Shapala, I think her name is, missed the ball, unfortunately. But that was a good attack. Strong defending once again by Izmaylovo. They bring the ball away down the left-hand side, but just taking the ball out of play. So a little bit of pressure building from Smolevichi, but it's been quite rare that they've put the Russians under any pressure whatsoever. There's the playmaker again, Drepankina. Ooh, that came off the player into her own face, I think. A little bit painful, but brushed it off. Oh, and a missed ball. She's giving that one away. And away go. Right, she's in trouble because she didn't retreat 5 when she should have done. The Izmaylovo player was very much trying to take advantage of this rule where you can set a pass, and the defender must give you 5 metres when you do that. Possibly lucky not to get a green card there and take 2 minutes off the pitch. I think the umpire signified that she means business there. So here's the first goal scorer on the ball, but a good stop by the Belarusian keeper. And away, oh, no, another tumble. The pitch obviously is very wet and 1 or 2 players slipping. I hope she's not hurt. Strong stuff once again by Izmaylovo. They really aren't allowing Smolevichi to relax on the ball at all, but the number 9 has carried it over the line. That's Irina Kuzmina, taking a tumble, but there she just overran the ball slightly. So Smolevichi looking to try to get the ball up to the other end, create a little bit of pressure on the very resolute Izmaylovo defence. but it was a little bit of a hit and hope, unfortunately. So the Russians move it around, looking to bring it down this right-hand side. Another good lead run. Back to the playmaker once again, Drepankina. Nice linking down the left-hand side by Izmaylovo. Very good run by the left defender. Goalkeeper's out of position. Not sure whether that's meant to be a... No, I thought that might have been a penalty corner, but I managed to avoid committing a foul. Goalkeeper's got more trouble with her kicker straps. Possibly no surprise, given the amount of pressure she's been under. Maybe it's tactical, who knows? I'd actually love to be able to tell you the name of the goalkeeper for Smolevichi, because she's made some very good saves, but I've actually got two goalkeepers' names down on the starting lineup, and none of them have got a number 1 on their back. So we've got a little problem to resolve there. Great attacking, and that's gone in again. A third goal for Izmaylovo. It's one-way traffic at the moment, and that looked to me like that was the Russian number 23, was that? Or the Russian number 2? I'll have to check that at half-time. If it was the number 2, it was Daria Vasileva. If it was the 23, it was Alexandra Zashkova. Ah, right, okay. Strong challenge down the sideline here. Izmaylovo still on the ball. Working it around the back again. Quick transfer from Izmaylovo. And again, a lot of stuff going through the centre of midfield and pivot position. Not Drepankina that time. Lots of stick tackling going on there from Smolevichi. 3 or 4 stick tackles in quick succession, and eventually the umpire had to blow. Back through Drepankina once more. Out here onto the right-hand side with Anna Gutaneva. Great ball across. High out by the keeper, but safe. So another build ball for down the right-hand side. Drepankina, the playmaker on that one again. And Smolevichi giving the ball away pretty much at every opportunity to get out of defence. Oh, that's a terrible tackle. However, playing on. Round the back. And it's another penalty corner. Smolevichi, goalkeeper, doesn't look too happy with that, but like the right decision to me. So setting up for another penalty corner. They have a bit of a chinwag about what they're going to do. Personally, I'd put Sadova back on the drag flick. The last one she took was an absolute howitzer. Whiz the poor Smolevichi defence and goalkeeper. There's a couple of players standing over the ball. Here we go. Yeah. And this time it's Drepankina herself who takes it, and that looked too easy to me. And there's a sense in which Smolevichi looked a little disheartened by the set of circumstances. 4-0 down now, 25 minutes gone, and their heads look to be dropping slightly. Their coach is going to have to do some hard work at half-time to try to get them believing in themselves at all. I think they are up against a very good Russian side in Izmaylovo. Smolevichi on the attack, but it's looking a little bit half-hearted, to be honest with you. And once again, there's a clash of sticks there. That's going to go Izmaylovo's way. Nice aerial and a great lead run, but not a good pick up there. That was Shamina Sanina, number 10. Looks a sharp player, makes good runs, but a couple of times now hasn't just quite got hold of the ball in the danger zone. Good step up there by the Smolevichi, by the Izmaylovo defender, given against probably for third-party obstruction there. That's when a second player in the team basically carries out the obstruction. The player who picks the ball up always looks kind of aggrieved by that, but that's a rule, and you've got to play to it. Just a little bit better from Smolevichi. They're looking a little bit more purposeful. Just 8 minutes before half-time. It would be great for them to get a goal. And maybe ask a few questions of this Izmaylovo defence. And they've won a penalty corner, which is obviously a real encouragement to them. So let's see if they've got anybody in their team who can put in a penalty corner drag like the Izmaylovo side have got. Here comes the injection then. Great time to score. That's a pretty good effort, but a great stretch by the goalkeeper. And she keeps it out. And here come Izmaylovo again on the attack. Two players kind of heading for that ball, making the lead run. But another crunching tackle. This could be 5. This could be 5. And it ought to have been 5. It still could be. Very messy in defence from Smolevichi, but they get the ball away. They were a few cheers from the growing number of people supporting. We've got an extra ball on the pitch, okay. The young man's seen it, good. I have to say, Izmaylovo looked very good, very solid, very purposeful. And the little ball boy's a bit confused by it all. Here we go. Just noticed that the Russian side have taken off their playmaker, Drepankina, giving her a bit of a rest. And as a consequence, I think there's a little bit more pressure coming through from Smolevichi. But having said that, once again, we're back on the attack with Izmaylovo. They're moving the ball around, frustrating Smolevichi. Victorya Smolevichi on the attack, coming down the left-hand side. Looking for a ball into the dig. Oh, that's going to be high, surely. And the umpire didn't pick it up. Must have considered it to be not dangerous. And Izmaylovo calmly out of defence. A bit of chasing to be done, but again, there always seems to be an outlet for them. Another nice lead, but didn't pick it up. And long and hopeful, and nothing coming of it. So we're 5 minutes away from half-time. 4-0 to Izmaylovo. They look very comfortable. Very comfortable indeed. And that's going Smolevichi's way. Good strong tackle by one of the Victorya Smolevichi players, their captain. And again, it's a bit of a hopeful ball up front, but it's turned into something. No. Izmaylovo, strong tackle, bring the ball up. And a lot of running going on by the Victorya Smolevichi players, but the Russians just look really calm and comfortable there. A bit of cheerleading going on over there. I think the chant is for hockey, which is great. Izmaylovo on the ball again. Another good lead. Ooh, that's a bit of woodwork there, but the umpire's letting it go. Real pressure, high press from Izmaylovo. They're really not letting the other team settle at all on the ball. And again, neat, tidy, efficient work. And they really do seem to want the ball more. That was a little bit over-vigorous, but they really do seem to want the ball that little bit more than Victorya Smolevichi. Good aerial, though. Now, when the aerial comes in, the defender, by and large, will always get advantage. Not on that occasion, because the umpire deemed that the forward had got there first and was under the ball and was then pressurised by the defender. Almost in the D. But unfortunately, a little touch on the foot there, and the opportunity is lost. It's getting a little bit scrappy now, but both teams perhaps ready for this half-time break. That's just 2 minutes, 20 seconds away. That would have been interesting if the Smolevichi number 7 had been able to get a touch on that. That would have been Anastasia Shapala. If she'd managed to get a little deflection on that, that could have troubled the keeper. Okay, sideline ball to Smolevichi. Now, this could be an opportunity. But again, a little bit hopeful and ultimately wasted. That reaches the left-hand side. Good work by the Smolevichi captain. Wins the ball, but that looks like it's given away once again. Just too easy, really, for Izmaylovo at the moment. Great ball in. Just a little bit behind the run of Ksenia there, I think, number 10, yeah, Shamina Ksenia. Whoops. Little trip there by the Smolevichi defender. It could be fatal. But it goes the Smolevichi way. The goalkeeper's got problems with that kicker again. That's going to have to be sorted at half-time. Getting in a bit of a mess out there. Okay, so we've got just less than 30 seconds to go. I'm pretty sure the kids in the crowd will be doing a countdown when we get to 10. So can they do anything in this last 10 seconds of the game? Up to half-time. Strong stuff from Izmaylovo, and it looks like it's going to fizzle out now. A little half-hearted countdown from the kids in the crowd, but there we are. Half-time, 4-0 to Izmaylovo, and Smolevichi trudge off, looking a little disconsolate at the moment. So half-time here at Loughborough University at the EuroHockey Club Trophy, 4-0 to Izmaylovo. But in the meantime, let's hear it from the Leicester camp. We're excited about this game.
The whole club is revitalised by it. It's a fantastic opportunity for us. And as a first team squad, we're taking a little bit of time off from the end of the league endeavours, and we met up again the other day, and that break's really given us the time to focus on it. And in the first instance, we weren't certain about that. The break's never great, but it's actually worked in our favour, and the girls, because it's in isolation, are so buzzed up about it. It's fantastic.
Hi, I'm Ness Hawkins, captain of the first team, and I play for Leicester. Been working really hard over the past few weeks on our fitness, so I'm really looking forward to the start of the tournament. Yeah.
I'm Josie Vidal and I play fullback and I play for Leicester.
And are you looking forward to the tournament?
Massively. It's a huge privilege to have the Europeans here at Loughborough University, and we're out there to win that gold, really.
I'm Kerry Williams, I play centre midfield and I play for the Packers. Super excited. I think every time you get an opportunity to play in Europe, it's amazing. It's like the Champions League of football, but to have it in your hometown is even better, because then all of our family and friends and people that don't get to travel to the places that we do, like Azerbaijan or whatnot, they can come and support us. So yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I'm Sarah Cockayne. I'm number 15. I play at the back in defence and I love being a plucker. It's a great club to be a part of, and I just hope we're all wishing for gold, and I just hope we can come together. We're such a good team. We have been for a long time, and hopefully this is our time to get the gold.
This is our second sort of training session in. Everyone's looking really sharp. We've got some new girls that's come to join us as well, and the standard's really high for this phase of the training, so it's good.
It's always awkward a little bit trying to gauge how other teams will be, because it's very much you qualify from your previous year's results. So that's got to be taken into account, but we have got a heritage. We are known as a European team now, so we should be going into it with a degree of confidence, with it being at home and with our history backing us up a little bit. So we're very confident going into it, and I think that does stand us in good stead, there's no doubt.
Do you have any special kind of routines that you do before the game?
Personally, make sure I always have the same hair tie in, providing I haven't lost it, and I've got a special exercise which I do, which hopefully will get me in the best stead for playing my best game.
No, literally, I put my right shin pad in before my left. Oh no, one thing. I give my wedding ring in a box to Sue after the warm-up, and the days that I haven't done it, we've lost.
Before a match, I'll tend to put my kit on in the same order. But I'm quite relaxed. I like to have a laugh and a joke, and I think that's what we like to do. But personally, yeah, I'm not too uptight. I don't like to get too stressed out about it. I like to just carry on, chat to the girls, and just have a laugh and a joke, really.
And will there be plenty of pucker pies?
Oh, obviously, it's all about the pucker pies. Yeah, it's amazing actually. We've had a couple of weeks off, and I am massively craving a chicken and mushroom pie.
be on in the video. Doing the other team now. Ethan, you're going to have a lot more to do.
Okay, second half is about to start here at Loughborough University. EuroHockey Club Trophy. 4-0 at the moment to Izmaylovo, who lead Victorya Smolevichi of Belarus. It was pretty much one-way traffic in the first half, so it'll be interesting to see what fight Smolevichi have left in them for the second. We're underway. And the Russian side, Izmaylovo, start with that excellent playmaker back on the pitch, Margarita Drepenkina. Expect to see a lot of ball going through her. She's the one in the midfield with the black and number 8. Possibly the first sloppy ball out of defence by Izmaylovo, giving Smolevichi a chance. That's a great ball. Oh, very, very good stop by the Izmaylovo goalkeeper. And they weather the storm and bring the ball away. Again, a very good break, good lead runs, once more typifying this Izmaylovo performance today. The ball's going across. That's going to be a Smolevichi ball out of defence. Izmaylovo on the attack once again. Smolevichi ride that one. Nearly a very good pick-up. This Izmaylovo defence, marked very well by their captain, Sheena, looks very solid. Ooh, splits there by the playmaker. This pitch is very slippy, watered again at half-time. In fact, most of us got a bit of a soaking. Back around the back once again. Sheena captain. But, strong stuff in midfield, yeah. Smolevichi ball, no surprise there. Smolevichi bring it away, but straight back to Izmaylovo. And through to number 10, Senya. And I think they're going to get a penalty corner for a stick tackle as she was about to shoot. Yes, that looks like it. They'll have a little conference on the top of the D about what they're going to do here. They've scored with a drag flick from Drepankina. They've scored with a drag flick, excellent drag flick from Sadova. So they've got options. Out to the top of the D. That was Drepankina again, not such a great flick, but it's being kicked straight back and it's in. Now she's heard of the process. I think that's Ksenia. Soon confirm whether that's the case. Or is it the number 9?
Oh.
Hopefully she'll turn around in a moment and I'll be able to tell who that was. So CSP Izmaylovo going to 5-0 lead. And that was actually the first goal scorer scoring again. That's Serena Kuzmina. Little ball boy having a little crisis of confidence there, but he's all right. He's done fine. And again, they go round the back to build, trying to pull this Smolevichi team all over the place. The ball up in the air, and it's gone Izmaylovo's way, but they've got to take it back. That's it, 5 metres back. Interestingly, having scored that 5th goal, they look to have changed the shape of their side. Drepankina moved further forward, and that's a free to Smolevichi. Be glad that that pressure has been at least relieved. Drepankina building, going back to her captain. Going out to attack down the right-hand side. Great play, great build-up play by Izmaylovo. Note there the self-pass, and the Smolevichi player had to get out of the way, had to give the player ground. Had she put a stick in or attempted a challenge, she could well have received a green card. Just basically have to clear out the way when the player has the self-pass and give them 5 metres. Real persistence from Izmaylovo. They aren't allowing Smolevichi to have any time to build, any time on the ball whatsoever. They're working very, very hard in all areas of the pitch, which is very impressive stuff. Pressing at every opportunity. Very calm, out of defence. They've changed the, a bit of a high ball there from Kuzmina. I was just going to say, they've changed the playmaker. Kuzmina is now in that pivot role, and she just basically flicked the ball into one of the Smolevichi players. Looked quite nasty at the time. And that's just gone out. From Drepankina, who's a player I really have been impressed by. There she is again, just making sure the ball doesn't go any deeper into the defence. Bit of danger being created. The player was looking for the backhand shot there, the reverse stick shot, but the ball was whipped away from her. The Russians have been very good at doing that. That didn't quite work there for Dana Sadova, who's been an excellent player as well so far for her team, especially in the opposition D. Good pick up by the Smolevichi girl. But Drepankina's back, she's made the tackle, she's won the ball. Yeah, very, very good player. Thinking about the aerial for a second there, I think. And Drepankina's now dropped back into that playmaker role. She's released the ball down the right-hand side. Good bit of play by the keeper, using a stick well, twice there. Desperate to keep the ball away from Sadova. But the passing is poor, to be honest with you, from Smolevichi there. Yeah, they're under pressure, but they're also sometimes simple passes, they're not actually delivering on them. Good strong challenge, but a foul one. Great ball in. Good save by the keeper from Kuzmina. And they bring it away, Smolevichi bring it away. But step in front there from the number 6, Anna Gutaneva, and she's won the ball. Great ball in. They're going to make anything of this, yes. It's down to the byline, it's going to be pulled back. Keeper stands tall, stops the ball coming through. I've just noticed that the Smolevichi side have got their other goalkeeper on. So they've taken off the keeper that was on in the first half. This keeper's already been quite busy. They've actually got 3 keepers on their team sheet. So I know the first keeper was Kristina Miastuskaya. So this one could be either Tatiana Chare or Karina Sidikava. The names don't get any easier. Composure again from the very elegant Russian defender there, number 6. Back out to build down the right maybe. And a high and hurtful ball. The impression that the Smolevichi coach is getting a little frustrated with his girls. It's quite simple stuff really by Izmaylovo, but it's generally working very well for them. Neat ball out there, Smolevichi on the attack for once. Looks quite confident on the ball. Once again, Izmaylovo come away with it. Really neat stuff from them. Attacking down the right-hand side once more. Bodina's on the ball, and it's hacked away by the Smolevichi defender. That's quite neat. They're working it down the right-hand side fairly well. Yeah, given as a kick by the Smolevichi number 15 there. Again, the build-up down the right-hand side for Izmaylovo. Lovely neat turn there. And the goalkeeper's way out of position, and that's wasted really. Players waiting on the byline for that to be pulled back, waiting in front of goal for that. And she went from a narrow angle and bodged it basically. The Smolevichi forwards seem to me to be hiding behind the defenders. They've only just got to do a small step up and they're there and they're bringing the ball away. Drepankina again. Going back out to the right to that very elegant number 6, Gutaneva. Looks to have all the time in the world. Another great run by Sadova out there. But decent defending there by Smolevichi. But it looks like they've given this one away. I don't know whether she's going to keep that one in, is she? No, she's not going to manage that. Andra Shashkova can get them going. Back to the skipper, Galina Timshina. Again, the neat build-up down the right-hand side. Better defending this time by Smolevichi, not giving the player much room. But they're to the back line again. Here we go. This could be a backhand opportunity. Goalkeeper makes a smother. And Smolevichi escape. Oh, well done to the keeper, whichever one she is. So a better attack from Smolevichi. Good lead run there, but she's not picked it up as cleanly as she should have done if she wanted to put the defence under any more pressure than that. And they do look very, very calm. That right-hand side proving exceptionally fruitful for them. And, you know, get the impression that Izmaylovo are going somewhat through the motions here. They've got this game well in the bag, 5-0. They could win it by an awful lot more, I think. It's a question of whether they need to. Great searching ball out to the right-hand side. Ball's going to come across. Smolevichi girl meets it first. She's under pressure. That's number 16, Anastasia Popova, putting her under pressure. And Izmaylovo taking this opportunity to swap their goalkeepers around. So we've got Anna Shishkina coming into the game. And number 18, Oksana Boyko, who really only had one save to make. But she made it very well. So let's see if Shishkina ends up having any more work to do. Some real strong stuff going on in the D there. It's a bit messy, a few stick tackles, but the umpire allowing play to go on because the girl was edging with the ball. Tried quite a nice reverse stick flick. It went into the side netting. If you can hear some clattering behind me, that's because the Loreto girls have arrived and they all want their sticks checking before the next match when they play the other Russian side. Apologies for all the rattling that's going on. For once, a ball not picked up cleanly by the captain, Gutaneva. But that very calm number 6 is there again. And they spread that ball firmly right across the pitch to start an attack down the right-hand side again. Bit high and hopeful, but the lead was great. The pickup was great. The turn is fantastic. But the final shot was wide from the number 10 there. That's Shamina Kasenia. Smolevichi taking their time. I think maybe they've accepted the inevitable here, that they're going to lose, and maybe would like to reduce the damage. A bit of damage limitation perhaps in the taking of time. But here they go, they're on the attack. A good little break down the left-hand side, but again, good defending, clean tackling. Gutaneva again looking very calm. Gutaneva and the team captain, Galina Timshina, but very, very sure in defence. Ball going Izmaylovo's way. Drepankina, the playmaker, on the ball again. Spreads it out wide. Smolevichi just don't seem able to stop that ball going wide. This lovely run in. And again, another chance. This time the number 2, Daria Vasileva, had an opportunity there. Put it wide. Smolevichi are just not being able to put that game at all. And that's down to excellent play from Russian side. They are imposing themselves on this game. They're very, very quick to put the ball down and go. There's no messing around. There's no standing there to look to see what the opportunities are. Their peripheral vision is very good. Neat play, but they couldn't... Oh, well, they've won a penalty corner. They've won a penalty corner there. Just trying to move myself a little further away from the rattling sticks of Loretto and the other Russian side as they get their sticks checked. So it's another penalty corner. Injection from the skipper, Timshina. Oh, and that just went straight across the goal there. And nobody was able to turn it in. Looking for a bit of variation there, the Russian side. They know they can score with the drags. They've got 2 drag flickers in the team. They're just trying something there as an alternative. Maybe they're settling for 5-0, I don't know. Once again, they win the ball. Drepankina plays it wide. Smolevichi bring it away, but straight back to Izmaylovo. They're looking for the neat build-up there again, but it didn't quite come off. Vasileva gets it through to number 5. The keeper comes sliding out. He's out of position, but better defence from Smolevichi, who goes protecting the ball. Number 5, Shumilina, Kristina Shumilina, protecting the ball well there. Again, 5 metres outside using the dash line. That's an interesting ball. Aerialed back to change the angles, but unfortunately, perhaps the first time in the game, Gutaneva fumbles the ball. So we have Smolevichi on the attack. Neat skills. Off they go down the left-hand side. Over goes Timshina to cover and forces the error. Forces a basic error from the Smolevichi player. Work the ball all the way around in defence. Looking very, very comfortable still. Timshina on the ball. Looking at her options, Drepankina making her run. Doesn't go to her. That's the first poor ball probably from Timshina. Coach a little frustrated. Number 2 keeper has to make a stop and does it well. Good strength on the ball then from Kuzmina. That's lovely skill. Oh, and once again the ball is played wide. Some very lovely skill there from number 16, Anastasia Popova. Lovely piece of play. But the number 5, Kristina Shumilina, couldn't finish. Wayward pass out of defence by Smolevichi, and it's back with Izmaylovo. Good bit of defending, good bit of stepping up there by the Smolevichi player. But Kuzmina's strong. Kuzmina's strong there in midfield again. Definitely the Smolevichi girls are coming out second best from any confrontation that's got a little physical element to it. These Russian girls are exceptionally strong. Bit of a wave at it there from the Smolevichi keeper. She a little bit rushes out a little bit. You get the occasional rush of blood to the head from her. But they haven't been punished for that. Smolevichi stay reasonably calm, getting it away, and ultimately Sadova kicks the ball, and Timshina, easy pass, Kutaneva. The Izmaylovo coach a little bit cross with his players there for giving that ball up quite so easily. That was Kuzmina, who generally has protected the ball very well. Kutaneva on the ball. A rare piece of Smolevichi attacking going on here. Try and get down this right-hand side. Hit and hope, and away they come. So number 5, Shumilina, up to the excellent number 6, Popova. Oh, great challenge from the keeper, a little bit vigorous, but is she out of position? Is that a short corner? No. Umpire giving them the benefit of the doubt. Players on the Smolevichi team in defence leaning on their sticks, looking a little bit exhausted. And we're back through midfield. Kuzmina again. Popova trying to put her under pressure, and that's a lovely goal. It's a lovely goal. Bit of pressure from Popova, who basically forced the error, won the ball, no messing, straight into the back of the goal. So 6-0 to Izmaylovo with under 10 minutes to go. So Sadova comes off. Back on goes number 10, Shamina Ksenia. Elena Pushkash looking to come on. Yeah, so she swaps with number 27. Oh no, it's number 2's come off. Daria Vasileva. She was holding up the 27, but the number 2 came off. Ready for a breather, perhaps. So once again, composed and neat play, but to be honest, Smolevichi aren't putting them under enough pressure for us to really know whether this Izmaylovo defence is up to it. Lovely piece of play there by the number 5, Shumilina, getting the ball out to the far side. Smolevichi hold firm on this occasion and look to build a little bit of a wild sweep across, but they've kept possession. And they're on the ball. Neat bit of skill, but there's a good touch in there. And they try to build down this right-hand side. And Smolevichi picked that one up, but just a loose pass. And the Russian girl steps in, but Smolevichi win it back. But again, another loose pass. Just a little bit too easy. But both teams now beginning to look a little bit tired, giving the ball away unnecessarily. The Russians really building down the right-hand side once again. It's a great lead run there, and it's coming through. And look at this keeper coming out once again. She's running the risk, but a cover defender was there for her. That's not me being offered the cold drink, by the way. Drepankina playing it wide to Gutaneva rather. Again, some lovely build-up. Smolevichi really are tired now. Now that was crying out for a reverse stick shot, but Kuzmina held on to it anyway. No, not Kuzmina, Ksenia held on to it and has won her team a penalty corner for the over-vigorous challenge. So they've put their plans together. They know what they want to do with this one. Who's available? So Drepankina looks like she's going to take the stop. Some new players involved in this penalty corner drill because Sadova's off the pitch and Drepankina looks like she's stopping it. So injection from the captain, Timshina. It slipped. Good save by the keeper, but calmly back into goal by Timshina. So that's 7-0 now to Izmaylovo. And perhaps quite rightly, Drepankina coming off. She looks a quality player to me. So 7-0. Smolevichi look downhearted. They have 5.5 more minutes to survive. Can they get a consolation goal? Evidence so far would suggest no. Pressure. That's neatly picked up by the number 6, but where's she going with it? No, she's again marshalled out of things. Sloppy ball. Okay, a bit more physical stuff. Smolevichi get the benefit of the doubt. The Russian coach obviously not quite satisfied with 7-0. Calling his player higher up the pitch is number 7, Ekaterina Matveyeva. In the meantime, Smolevichi try to build, try to work for a consolation goal. And again, the gaps are closed down pretty well by Izmaylovo, and they come out again with the ball. Ksenia on the ball now. Down the right-hand side with number 27, there's Yulia Frolova. Great ball to the back, now across. And the defender cannot stop that rather weak shot from Kristina Shumilina going over the line. What a shame. So that's 8-0. Smolevichi look really dead on their feet. So the youngsters in the crowd are seeing some goals at least, which is pretty impressive. 8-0. So if Smolevichi were after a bit of damage limitation in the second half, maybe they've achieved that. 3 goals so far, conceded. And the Russian coach with a big foot, making sure the little ball boy doesn't get hit. Have a good lead. A defensive ball for Smolevichi. I think they'll be looking to hold on to this ball and just make sure that the Russians don't get any further opportunities. Here's their captain. Bring the ball down the right-hand side. But the Russian side hasn't stopped running at any point. That was number 25, Elena Pushkash, coming back to help her defenders. Big aerial goes in, but again, it's just a little bit hopeful. Gutaneva brings it out calmly. Another player that's impressed me so far. Simple stuff again. Here's Sania, bit of a shoulder barge, and because it's a deliberate foul in the 23, that is another penalty corner, and that could well be another goal for Izmaylovo. They'll run another routine here. They've got all these opportunities. Sadova's back on the pitch, so maybe she'll be the striker this time. Saw her score with a quality drag flick earlier on. Galina Timshina, the captain, probably to inject. She scored last time when the ball came back to her at the injection point. But a last-minute instruction from the coach. And that came to nothing. So just a minute now really to go. Smolevichi perhaps look to hold on to that ball, reduce other opportunities. Neat play by Sadova, forcing the foul but keeping the advantage. Nice play. Went for the glory. Didn't work for Yulia Frolova. And I think possibly the Belarusian side, Smolevichi, will try and eat this time up now, this last little bit of time. High and hopeful. Timashina back to Gutaneva. Out to the number 14, Goncharevskaya. Lovely turn there. But she shouldn't really be able to do that. It's not tight enough on her. And here we are into the last 10 seconds. So we'll probably hear the children start the countdown. But there could be another goal yet. I think not. That looks like that is it. 8-0 to Izmaylovo. And not the best start in the world for Victorya Smolevichi. The Russian coach goes down the line of his players, doing high fives with them. And congratulations there to Izmaylovo on an excellent performance. Absolutely in control for most of the game. My star player, number 8, Margarita Drepankina, sorry. A real star. Excellent play. She's looking at me now. I'm just saying, very well played. I think they're quite pleased with their victory. So, a very comprehensive performance there by Izmaylovo. Some great play, some fantastic goals. Bodana Sadova, one of the star players for me, notching a couple of goals there. Also on the goal sheet, Irina Kuzmina. Several coming from penalty corners, lots of different routines. A couple of drag flickers in there in Drepankina and in Sadova. Just had far too much going for them compared to their Belarusian opponents. Much of that win was built upon exceptionally competent defending. Gutaneva looked good, captain Timshina looked good. So it's good play all over the pitch from Izmaylovo. Next matchup, we're going to see Loreto from Dublin, and they're going to be playing HC Metro, the second Russian team in this competition. If they're anything like Izmaylovo, the Irish will be in for a good battle. So 8-0 to Izmaylovo.
whole club is revitalised by it. It's a fantastic opportunity for us. And as a first team squad, we're taking a little bit of time off from the end of the league endeavours, and we met up again the other day, and that break's really given us a time to focus on it. And in the first instance, we weren't certain about that. The break's never great, but it's actually worked in our favour, and the girls, because it's in isolation, are so buzzed up about it. It's fantastic.
Hi, I'm Ness Hawkins, captain of the first team, and I play for Leicester. We've been working really hard over the past few weeks on our fitness, so I'm really looking forward to the start of the tournament. Yeah.
I'm Josie Vidal and I play full-back and I play for Leicester.
And are you looking forward to the tournament?
Massively. It's a huge privilege to have the Europeans here at Loughborough University, and we're out there to win that gold, really.
I'm Kerry Williams, I play centre midfield and I play for the Puckers. Super excited. I think every time you get an opportunity to play in Europe, it's amazing. It's like the Champions League of football, but to have it in your hometown is even better, because then all of our family and friends and people that don't get to travel to the places that we do, like Azerbaijan or whatnot, they can come and support us. So yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I'm Sarah Cockayne. I'm number 15. I play at the back in defence and I love being a pucker. It's a great club to be a part of, and I just hope we're all wishing for gold, and I just hope we can come together. We're such a good team. We have been for a long time, and hopefully this is our time to get the gold.
This is our second sort of training session in. Everyone's looking really sharp. We've got some new girls that's come to join us as well, and the standard's really high for this phase of the training, so it's good.
It's always awkward a little bit trying to gauge how other teams will be, because it's very much you qualified from your previous year's results. So that's got to be taken into account, but we have got a heritage. We are known as a European team now, so we should be going into it with a degree of confidence, with it being at home and with our history backing us up a little bit. So we're very confident going into it, and I think that does stand us in good stead, there's no doubt.
Do you have any special kind of routines that you do before the game?
Personally, make sure I always have the same hair tie in, providing I haven't lost it, and I've got a special exercise which I do, which hopefully will get me in the best stead for playing my rest game.
No, literally, I put my right shin pad in before my left. Oh no, one thing, I give my wedding ring in a box to Sue after the warm-up, and the days that I haven't done it, we've lost.
Before a match, I'll tend to put my kit on in the same order. But I'm quite relaxed. I like to have a laugh and a joke, and I think that's what we like to do. But personally, yeah, I'm not too uptight. I don't like to get too stressed out about it. I like to just carry on, chat to the girls, and just have a laugh and a joke, really.
And will there be plenty of pucker pies?
Oh, obviously, it's all about the pucker pies. Yeah, it's amazing actually. We've had a couple of weeks off, and I am massively craving a chicken and mushroom pie.